K5 came through there, you know what I'm saying? Tall youngster, real tall, about like 6'4". He had a wild afro.
So him and K5 thug. Boop, 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 boop. And they squabbling.
So K5 was definitely wild and definitely with the business. During my time there and stayed there with K5.
And this K5 trying to be the bully. And K5 didn't go to the hole.
After that incident, he went and got the hood whacked out. His whole hand said 40K. Who does that?
Today's video is going to be about K5 from the VNG Brims. We're going to cover everything from his cases to how he would get 80 years to life in prison. We're also going to cover how he would sue the sheriff's department with faux leaf. But let's get into it. Now, like we said, at one point K5 was one of the main faces out of the Brims. And as you can see, VNG would be right in between the rolling 60s and the rolling 40s. But we're going to start off with his first adult case. He was arrested on February 25th of 2008, and he was arrested for 2 counts of robbery and 1 count of attempted robbery, and he was 19 years old at this time. He would then sit in the county jail for a few weeks, but on March 12th of 2008, they would dismiss this case. They would then let him on the streets for about 2 weeks, but then they would refile this case, as you can see on March 26th of 2008. He would then sit in the county jail for about 2 months, but then on May 30th of 2008, he would take a plea deal, but only on 1 count of robbery, and he would have the other 2 counts dismissed. But luckily for him, they would give him 36 months of probation, and he would be set free on that day of May 30th of 2008. He would then be free for about 4 months, but on September 25th of 2008, he would catch a whole new case again. But this time he would be arrested for felon in possession of a firearm and carrying a loaded firearm. They wouldn't give him any bail, and he would have to sit in the county jail for the next 5 months. But on February 18th of 2009, he would take a plea deal. And on that same exact day, they would give him 6 years in state prison, 3 years for the gun, and then 3 years for enhancements. He would then have to sit down until the beginning of 2015. But it's like this dude couldn't stay out of trouble, because just a few months after being released, he would be arrested again on July 6th of 2015. And this time it would be for the most serious crime you can be arrested for, which would be a murder. But as you can see to the right, the offense date would be June 27th of 2015, which would be a few weeks before he even got arrested. And on June 27th of 2015, police would respond to the call of shots fired. And when they got there, they would find the victim, Marvin Bradley, laying in the middle of the front doorway of a liquor store. He would suffer 1 single fatal gunshot wound to the lower back. The police didn't find no cartridges at the scene, but they did, however, find 1 bullet impact on the wall at the front door of the liquor store. The police were not aware of any eyewitnesses to the shooting. However, there were video cameras that captured everything,